It's fucking hot out. Finally, in New York. I don't know what happened. What did they get wrong?
Everything.
I guess so. Anyway, it's Washday Wash-In X.0. I'll put it in the video title. I forget exactly. We're doing something a little bit different today. Something I've threatened to do for a very long time. We're going to run this one off the generator. So now we got to pull that kind out. So we're going to pull that out, we'll bring it to the back, fire it up, let it run for a minute or two to get some nice stable power. We'll be down to the washmatories in a bit. All right, we just put some fuel in this bitch. So you got to turn the switch on there. We're going to have Sharky fire it up. I haven't run this since April.
And the pull string, oh, we probably got to climb it, right?
Yeah, well, over here, yeah.
Oh,
now you got to open the fuel valve, which is here.
Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the choke.
That's the choke.
So on is this
down.
way.
Yep, like that. And the choke, put it all the way to the other way.
All the way to the left?
Yeah, that should be it.
Do we need to, is there like a prime button? Or
no, you just pull the rope slowly a couple times.
Okay.
Just, you know, just to feel the resistance. Just pull, yeah, go ahead. About 3 or 4 times, 3 or 4 pulls like that.
There is compression, that's for sure.
Yep. Maybe like one more run over slow and then... Alright, now just give her a yank.
Okay, switch is on.
Should be good to go. There you go. Take the choke off. That's it. Yeah, about the middle is that's fine. That's it, a one pull wonder.
Yep.
Love that kind. So she's running. We got, I don't know if you can see that kind, a little less than half fuel. Should be more than plenty. We'll let it warm up for a little bit. Choke is doing fine. Take it off a little there. And now we're going to go in and hook everything up. Okay, if you hear the noise outside, that's the generator. It's running great. Extension cord run in. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the machine and the sump pump, which is this assembly here, off the one line. If I ran another extension cord in off the other 1800 watts it puts out, there's no question it would work, but I want to see if it actually can run them both on one chooch. I'm not going to bother with the timers and the transformers. These are, you know, a couple watts a piece. I don't think that's going to break the bank, so we're just going to go with it here. So we do need to put that on, to put water on like that, put the hot enable. This is running off the house power, but like I said, a couple watts aren't going to break the bank. Super hot, X rinse off, super wash, and we're running off generator power. We're only going to be doing the one machine today, just to hear if there's any difference in the sound of the machine. When it agitates, I'm going to run outside and kind of give you an idea of what the generator sounds like when it's under load, and then we'll see from there. So we're just going to let this fill up, which is just going to take its time, and then that's it.
Now, if you have one of those new front loaders, right, with the electronic control panels, this whole thing with the hot enable wouldn't work. Control panel will be like, error code, water's too hot, drain the water. Yeah, because that saves water. Everyone knows that. See, and like, you know, let's say, for example, the timer gets to here, and you're like, oh, wait a second, I want to put some more clothes in. Put some more clothes in. Maybe I need a little more wash time. Just turn the dial back to here and start again. Can you deal with electronic controls? No. That just levels the Amazon rainforest right there.
And even if you try to unplug it, as soon as you plug it back in, it says, "Oh shit, there's water in me. Drain."
Drain, exactly.
Immediately.
Like power outages and stuff. Nope, no good.
Yeah, no good. Can't have that kind.
Mechanical is where it's at, guys.
That's saving the rainforest there.
Oh, by far.
Another thing I wanted to say is you wouldn't even do this off of generator power with a front load anyway, because the whole circuit board and shit running off generator power, unclean power like that.
Yeah,
no way.
It never work.
It'll never work. It'll blow it up.
Yeah, the capacitors just explode. Sorry, your washer's screwed. No more warranty. Have a nice day.
No
Goodbye.
more warranty, especially. Oh, you ran this on a generator. Oh, see, the computer is smart enough to log an error before it self-destructs.
Exactly.
And we have a black box that we can retrieve from there to find out.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, we're almost at the top. Like I said, again, we are on generator power, as you see with the cord.
That sounds perfect. That sounds
sounds
absolutely
like,
perfect.
It sounds like it has no idea that it's running on generator power.
And the generator still sounds good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go outside and see what it sounds like out there, because as you know, the wattage that this uses as it agitates fluctuates quite a bit. Yeah, fluctuations too. Fluctu Americans too. But anyways, because of that, we're gonna go and see how the generator is doing. Maybe it'll even be tugging on the little cable out there. Stop the machine and restart it so you can see the load it puts on here. Okay, we just shut the machine off. And it's going to kick it back on. Look at that, barely moving. And now it's on remote, just like that. Not a problem at all. It smells like slime in here. Oh, back my part. Just carrying on. No problem. Just running like it should be. No, we're not in the middle of Hurricane Sandy. What are you talking about? No way. It just works. Plenty of time, plenty of chooch, plenty of stuff. Oh, the hot. Something just fell. Somebody just fell down.
Someone just fell down.
I think it was a little pebble or something that was on the windowsill.
Yeah, I think the jolt from the valve kind of popped it up or something.
Yeah, the jolt from it just knocked it from wherever it was.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Anyways, yeah, everything's good. Oh yeah, all right.
Well, have ourselves the low-speed agitation now, and as you can see, it's running beautifully. Like, the speed is exact, so we know the voltage is very good.
Everything's right on. It's just doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, no BS, just does what it's supposed to.
That's right. Okay, it just stopped agitation. It's going to go and do its neutral drain. So we have the pump hooked up along with the machine, and I know the bucket under the sink is ready to go. So I'm going to keep an eye on that as it runs, and we'll see what happens with everything. It's going to have a very short delay before it starts because I killed it as soon as it stopped. Now the timer's running, and it's going to kick in a second, and if anything happens, I'll kill something if it doesn't drain for some reason. Any minute now. It's the suspense, people.
Yeah.
Oh, and everything's running. It's raining. On generator. No problem.
Wow, totally perfect.
Awesome. Now it's gonna drain again. I'll let you know when we get close.
Yep, just neutral draining away.
Wow, it can handle it. That's awesome. Because this pump uses like 1,100 watts or so.
Maybe that's why it pumps so fast.
Perhaps. We're getting close. Right about now.
There it goes. I think the generator did change sound a little bit.
I hear it.
Let's keep listening. A little bit, but that didn't budge. That was amazing.
No, it just handled it without any problem at all.
Now, let's hold here and... Actually, no, should we keep going and just let the spin happen, or should we stop and restart? What should we do?
No, we'll just hang here.
All right, yeah, we'll keep going.
Just keep recording.
That's another thing. You can tell this is going at good speed because if the transmission rotates too low in neutral, it can slip into spin. But in this case, it's doing just fine.
Absolutely.
Maybe that was the one downside of the direct drive was, you know, if you stopped it during drain, it would slip into spin.
Yeah.
But if you notice, even with that, it'll still go. It'll just be a little bit harder on it, but it still works.
It sure does. It's probably going to drain again during spin, just to get all, you know, once it gets all the fish out of the towels.
Those towels look pretty even in there. We'll see if it's nice and balanced. Hopefully it is. Yeah, generator sounds great out there. The suspense, as you say, right? Oh, that was quite a weak start there. That looks that's not bad at all. That is pretty balanced, actually.
It's gonna kick the thing in the center. See how it handles that during spin. It's right on the cusp of getting.
Yeah, it's like right there, right? That looks very balanced. Very nicely balanced.
Here he goes.
Yep. No, they're just fine.
I don't know. I was just getting a little.
Yeah, but you heard that startup. Like it took a little bit to get off of that start winding.
Yeah, it did. Because it put a big load on it. The generator can only recover so much.
Exactly.
So, but it did it.
Yeah, it's running beautifully now. You know, that spin speed looks pretty correct.
I think it might be a little slow.
Think so?
Yeah.
Let me listen to it. If it is, it's like negligible. It's really not that bad.
I think it's a little more than negligible, but let's. I'm going to run out and see how the generator's doing with this. It's on spin, still running. We juiced a little fuel there. Not too bad. I go downstairs, inside and outside, and then Joe calls, and I gotta go pick the phone. Anyway, it dispensed its Sabric-Forstner. Just open the fill valve, it's just refilling, doing its thing. It has no idea that it's running on generator power. It's just fine. The only indication was just going into spin.
Yeah, like I said, when it was on the start winding, it hummed for a little bit, but it's still
it hung there because there's only so much a generator can do, and you know it'll handle it. It just takes a little longer for things to start. That's why when you're running off a generator power and you are going to be powering several heavy loads, like I was saying, several heavy loads, you want to make sure to start the biggest load first, and then go in decreasing order from there to ensure you get everything running. And then God help you if your biggest load stops and has to restart, you just hope and pray it doesn't pop the breaker on the thing. So we're going to let that refill, do the rinse, and I think I'll head outside when it goes into final spin so we could see what the generator does and watch how it tugs on that cable. Okay, we're almost going into rinse. Gonna stop there we go.
Let's see how the startup sounds here. A tad slower, like just a tad.
Just barely.
Yeah.
I heard it, yeah. I'm just washing away, and outside, you know what outside smells like? It smells like America. To have a gasoline engine without any emission shit on it, and you just get the smell of spent fuel and maybe some fuel that wasn't totally spent, fucking right, man. Oh, it's awesome. I love that kind. Anyway, we're gonna leave this to agitate and do its drain there, and then we're gonna watch the generator as it goes into spin, just to see what kind of load it puts on it. All right, we're gonna watch the neutral drain and see if we can catch when the sump pump comes on. It's going to go into spin. You heard it inside before, now outside, and then the pump will kick on too. And as we finish out on generator power, it handled it and the sump pump at exactly the same time. And it's probably a good thing we are running on generator power, because look at that. That was at the 110 mark just before the AC just shut, which brought it up to there. It's a hot one, and as such, it's probably not as much voltage going around. So if anything, we gave it more the chooch it wanted, and it used less amps, so therefore it ran more efficiently, but yet somehow polluted the environment even more, because of these horrible, disgusting machines that use way too much water and electricity.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
I know.
Must have just killed everything right now.
I know. Leveled the Amazon.
Rainforest.
Rainforest. Alexa died. I mean, you know, that's it, really. Everything that we're doing here, the government is coming to take us away, haha.
Oh yeah, it's all over now.
Take us away, hoo hee hee haha. Anywho, let's see if we get a nice spin down. Actually, it'll be a little bit.
Still a little bit of ways off from off, but
all right. Well, let's see if we catch it on its way out.
does what it's supposed to, you know?
And my laundry gets clean, no matter if we have no power.
Exactly.
It's fine. As long as I can get gas in the hall, it's fine. And if not, you know, as we proved already, the generator will run on beer, so it's good. Then I won't run, that's the problem. So
yeah, so kind of a trade-off there.
Yeah, it is. Well, it just does its thing. Let's get a more aerial shot of this here. Let's see what we see.
Well, do this. Oh, I shouldn't do that. That's very dangerous.
Yes. Okay, that's the most awesome shot, man. You ought to mount the camera up there. Okay, one day I will, maybe.
And the
friggin' rights he did.
Oh, yeah, and the generator sounds very happy.
Yeah, it's just out there doing its thing. Cool. that's it. That was Washday Wash-In X.0, because I forgot what number it is. Again, the number will be in the video title. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit like.
Make sure you hit subscribe.
And take care.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.